equally very scenic. We also cross over another fjord. When we go up the Eagles Road and down and cross over another beautiful fjord. But they do have several shops there. But there are some walks in Geiranger, Hardanger area, Sognefjord area, Geiranger area. I would say the scenery here is actually more beautiful than in the also goats this morning. But very a lot of people. The long summer days, which well, in theory at least, should have many hours of sunshine. Means that things grow quickly and ripen quickly, and grass dries.
There's a whole ton of them. There's a man right here. That's funny. They're walking right along the side of the road. Stay on the other side of the white line, guys. Look at this. See, they know where they are.
You know, I always think the Norwegians look after their animals well, and I have noticed in Norway that sheep and cattle and goats often don't run away from human beings. They're quite used to them, so I think they must be well treated. And goats tried to getting into the coach on one occasion, but we already had enough old goats on the coach anyway. We didn't need any more. No, I'm joking. Not on this tour. It was another tour. Actually, see a little bit of a glacier up ahead of us between the mountains there. You can see a white bit. That is part of the Jostedal Glacier. It covers the whole inner fjord area north of Sognefjord. Of Norway, dairy farming district, and just ahead to the left, all sprawled out is if anybody just wants to hop off, we will pull in at a bus stop. You can actually take a very, very quick.
So you can get the extension in the
Yeah,
wall.
this first goes to change. Okay. No.
Right on site. So from here and after our coffee stop, there's cheese, Geit Ost. Ost is cheese, O-S-T. In the summer they just wander all over the roads even. You know, sometimes we see a herd of goats marching down the road. And they know where to go to be milked.
Oh, oh yeah. First of all, they were lottery.
With a coach group on this route, the route that we're taking today. So and it would be too far to go to our next sort of rest route. It's not as big, it's smaller, but on the ground floor of the journey, we are going to travel through a beautiful valley called the Mikkelbust Valley, steep side, and then the last part of our journey to Geiranger is over a road which is only open in the summer.
Amanda? Yes? What is the purple flower on the side of the road?
The purple flower, is it the one that's kind of started dying? The Beerschelo, centre of the goat cheese industry. Also, there are a couple of farmers in this area that produce minks for making mink coats and mink jackets. The farming area. Whatever your personal opinions may be regarding the term, Sla means slope and Lom means track. The track down the are familiar with that being. And of course the Norwegians always excel in skiing events and ski jumping. Now they're right in the middle of the country, in the middle of nowhere, and that is popularity in Norway. Maybe the Norwegians are coming to their senses, I don't know. But there are nevertheless over 600 ski jumps in Norway. In Oslo, you can see from different parts of Oslo the Holmenkollen ski jump. On the Holmenkollen Hill, a white slash down the hillside. The second oldest, yes, all of our family are keen skiers, and many children are taught to clubs, be a ski club or a football club. Football, the Norwegians like all years because, well, being a Nordic country, they do produce many good skiers, ski jumpers, etc. If you look over to the right, you can see a bit of the glacier there as it disappears behind the mountain. It's because it's summer, they've taken the lifts down, but now you can see where the lifts are. So, and you can see the lights, that's so that people can ski down the hill when it's dark at night. And we've 100. It goes from the ocean inland 100 kilometres long, which is well, nearly 70 miles. And so on. Quite a pretty flowery little village on the edge of the fjords. And now we're going to be travelling along the fjord for a while, round 3 fingers of the fjords, because the fjord actually ends in 3 fingers. And these 3 fingers are also marked the beginning of valley roads, which lead to other arms of the Jostedal Glacier. Name Vik is the older Nordic word for bay or cove, so it is always an indication that it's located beside water. Side, which leads eventually to the Briksdal Glacier, the arm of the Jostedal Glacier. And if you look just up the hill, after these white buildings on the hill there, that was William Singer's home. Now a small museum and also a holiday home for nurses. Just over to the right of you. A similar thing happened in 1936. Again, people died, but in 1956 they had another rockfall, but this time thing. Little white church you see over to the right on the hill, the sister hotel on the left. Well, we're just travelling round to the 3rd finger of the fjord, which service cafeteria. You can maybe take a coffee to go. Ask them if they've got paper cup for you to take your cup of tea and coffee, and then we will. Person decided, well, if we can't use corn to produce alcohol, then we'll use potatoes, we'll use vegetables. So aquavit, remember, if you can think back near the beginning of the tour when we were nevertheless aquavit, very potent drink, bottles of whiskey and so on, which they then decant into the thermos flasks, which are now empty of the coffee, and they walk back into the country, clutching their innocent-looking thermos flasks. And the Norwegians, it's not the best beer, I have to say. It's not as good as Danish beer or Belgian beer or German beer or the continental beer on a small scale. waters of Norway, and you've seen pictures of people with a nice even tan in their bikinis and their shorts and their t-shirt.
Looks like Devil's Tower in Wyoming. Now we're crossing.
We still have it on our side.
Still looking pretty good for the time of year. A lot of waterfalls in the summer months, they're actually harnessed by hydroelectric power stations and anything at all from the power station. So of the power station, and the. A couple of cows taking a stroll along the side of the road here. You can never be absolutely sure whether roads are going to be open or closed. On some landfill sites in Norway, they don't dump their rubbish all in the sea. They have landfill sites here as well, even on these mountainous areas. You can see we're now about to turn off to go to Geiranger, the last road down towards Geiranger. Although Geiranger is not far away, it has an avalanche to occur. And was it last year or was it the year before? The avalanche did not occur, and they were waiting for it. And as I say, we at the highest point in the road, we are about 1,040 meters above sea level. Further along, another arm of the Geiranger fjord. The Geiranger fjord is an arm of ice on the way back. Over to our left, there's that is a Lake Trafalgar, and there's.
Lovely shot, isn't it, with the flag and the sun?
Now, you notice that grey building on the left-hand side, that cafe. Well, it's a cafe that's only open just for a few months in the summer, and lacks some of the amenities that you'll find in a big city hotel. But it is, you know, it's always full, that's for sure, the hotel in the summer months, by tourists. There's no special significance, it's not it's no sort of neo.
At night, trolls come out and stack those things up.
Yeah, well, yes.
That's a better story.
Yes, it could be the trolls stack the stones up one.
Oh, that is gorgeous. Oh, yes, yes.
Keep looking at the water flowing gently down the side of the mountain.
No, don't not look
Just
down.
up.
Just
Look
look
at that.
up.
Little green face.
Oh, they are fast.
I can't even believe anybody could pedal up this hill, seriously.
Well, pick that up. The young girl.
Living here, so
Normal.
farmers and so on, so they live here all the year round. Down to the fourth or the third or the second floor, and on the first floor that is the sister shop. Don't worry if your room's ready and you haven't got your luggage before we depart for the afternoon. Great. Just let me know if you wish to join. And the views from the dining room and the lounge are spectacular.
Should have an outhouse.
Building is where the reception is, the dining room and the lounge. And some of the rooms are on the lower level. You just walk through the wall. And that waterfall is in the shape of a bottle opposite the Seven Sisters waterfall, according to the legend. Mountains, admiring the beauty of the mountains and the field, going fishing in the salmon rivers. And they told other people about the beauty of the area, and other people started to come. And the farmers started to think, well, look.
Hello. Yeah, I probably could, but...
So another pretty waterfall down to the right-hand side. And this area, ladies and gentlemen, is, as I say, it's a farming area. And we are heading towards the village of Eidsdal. Those that have a two-night stay there, they do an excursion to a famous road called the Trollstigen, the Troll's Ladder. We're not going that far today. during the summer months. Further along the fjords, and it's the home of a pizza that is everybody in Norway is absolutely crazy about, the pizza grandiosa. The Norwegians are great pizza eaters, and some of them even have pizza at Christmas, on Christmas Eve instead of. That's a snazzy looking car. The Norwegians are very fond, all the Scandinavians are fond of big old American cars. They have lots of car festivals of old cars. Storfjord means the big fjords. Norddalsfjorden means the North Valley Fjord, and it's that's a finger along with the strawberry producing part of the country. And we're just approaching the village or the town of Valldal. Valldal is a holiday centre, caravan and campsites, a few cafes, etc. by what they call the English salmon lords. And the English salmon lords were the English aristocracy who used to come to Norway for the salmon fishing. And they owned a huge tract of land, but not anymore. Only open for a few dam. There's a dam that holds a water back for the new hydroelectric power station. Houses just along the fjord here. Flying from one kingdom to another was another example of this kind of of the label. The inside of the label shows the name of the ship the aquavit travelled on in big barrels. The date across the boat just over 300 feet. but it's quite nice as a music for travelling through mountains.
Where we're staying today, in the center. Have to be careful that bottle.
On this tour. Mountain range called the Trollveggen, or the Troll's Wall, which is also very popular for mountaineers. It's a sport with a hill in the centre, or a Buddha, just down the hill from the hotel. That's another happen very often, but a lot of the chambermaids are non-English or non-Norwegian speakers, and the people who do the tomorrow. I have posted a sign. I've posted it or the 8 o'clock boat. Then there's quite a scramble.